I call Allah Yahweh Shai, Brakatay How Brakatay Shai, Brakatay How Brakatay Shai. A double honor to the apostles of the great millstone. And salutations to the Akim out there on the four corners of the earth who's pushing this truth. This is Atazawan with another Jamish Fruit of Knowledge to get at you, Akim. This lesson is based on enchantments and you know, these demons and these witches basically fucking with the brothers. I feel in the spirit that this lesson is necessary because, you know, we have every element against us, whether it's your woman, your kids, your family, demons jumping on other brothers, what you're watching on TV, you know, what you're listening to, music, anything of that nature. Once you begin to understand about these warlocks and these demons, and by the way, I'm in Wisconsin, okay? Out the Wisconsin camp, and Wisconsin is the Wicca state. So we have a lot of heavy activity of demons and witches that comes past us, you know, or who just filled with that demonic possession of vibration, you know. They may not necessarily be a witch or a warlock themselves, but they put on that vibration of it by whatever they're reading and studying or whatever they're consuming in their spirit, unwillingly or willingly. So, got a small story to tell you, Akim. Okay, now these books that brothers is ordering, whether it's you know, dealing with witchcraft or demons or whatever it may be, you know, brothers, you know, just, you know, studying on it or whatever the case may be, you gotta watch out for that, because it's demons that attaches themselves to those books and they can fuck with the brothers' heads, you know. I have a story, a small story, but basically particular brother in the camp. I ain't gonna say the brother name or nothing, but he basically bought a book dealing with the days and the dates. Okay, the days and the dates of, you know, certain Wicca high holy days and things of that nature. So, you know, it was bothering the brother's spirit for months or however long he had it, because he forgot that he had the book. And moral of the story is, he found out, you know, why his body's been, you know, attacking him, or when he ever go to sleep, demons be fucking with him, and you know, all type of things that was going on with the brother, you know, for a little bit of time. Come to find out, he found out that hey, this book has this strong ass demonic presence to it. So he called me up and said, you know what we should do? Burn that motherfucker. So we came over within 10 minutes, went in the woods to burn it. Now I'm gonna tell you the story that played out. Mind you, getting out the car, I had 45%. I had 45%. So I get 1 second. I had 45% on my phone because I wanted to record and, you know, have my flashlight on or whatever, so I can, you know, be able to show. Because I actually wanted to do just to show the brothers on, you know, what we did. But I didn't have enough energy in my phone. It was 45%. So I said, forget it. We're just going to hold it with the flashlight. So as we do that, I rip up the book. And mind you, I haven't looked in this book. I don't know exactly what's in the book. I don't give a fuck what's in the book, to be honest. I just know it has a demonic presence to it, because I felt it when the brother showed me the book, and when I grabbed it, picked it up, you know. So, make a long story short, I ripped the book up. The very last page that I threw on the ground, and it flipped right side up, facing us. It was a Grim Reaper picture. Okay, Lord willing, through the Spirit, I'm going to find that picture and I'm going to post it in post-production, because it was this evil demonic presence on the face of it. Basically, the demons know what we're doing, you know. So I threw the book down, you know, ripped it up. The very last page I ripped out, not knowing what the page was. I'm just tearing it up, you know, just throwing the pieces on the ground. And the last piece I threw down, I threw it on the top of it, but as it fell down, as it was falling, it flipped upside, right side up or whatever, and it was the Grim Reaper. The skull face with the demonic grin. So it kind of pushed us back a little bit, like, oh shit, all right, we put the lighter to it, lit the match, boom, and the demonic presence from the book, like the smoke had this eerie look to it. We watched it as it burned, and simultaneously saying the prayers. We said the prayers, said a few prayers on it, maybe twice or three times, and to make haste to get out that situation, to get out. So the smoke formulated, and basically attached to my phone, because I had my phone sitting on this little bench looking down with the light on, and the smoke or whatever formed and basically attached to my phone, but my light is still on. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it was just the wind or whatever, until I had to play back, because after we burned it and got in the car, I went to use the phone and my phone was cut off. Now from the prayer, and it took us probably 3 minutes to burn the book, or from the car, walk to the little miniature woods where we at, tops 10 minutes. Now there's no way in hell your phone goes from 45% to 0% within 10 minutes. There's no possible way. So basically what there was the spirit and the demons within that book drained the life out of my phone. But that's just evidence on how these demons and these spirits attaches to brothers and fucks with them and can drain brothers, because that's what they drain the life out of you. I mean, they when demons is on brothers, man, you get tired, you can't think, you always sleeping, maybe you always argue with another brother, or you have some type of problem all the time, and you don't know what it is until you get that demon off you, and you be like, damn, I feel better. You know what I'm saying? So basically my phone had went through that, it drained, the life drained out of the phone. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you, brothers, let you know, like, a lot of these things that's in this world is demonic, and it will drain you, so you have to be careful on what you're doing. Okay, now this is, which we know this story, Numbers 23 and 23, when Balak wanted Balaam to curse Israel. Now, I said that story to let you know that this witchcraft stuff does exist, because this is Wisconsin, where this is the wicked state. Okay, we dealt plenty, with demons and witches and warlocks here, through the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is keeping us going. We're not being bewitched and bamboozled about it. We're not, bugging out. We had a particular instance when we had demons walking and all guys, Edomites, in all black robes circling around our home before, this was a few years back. So it's real demonic out here. But you just got to remember, according to the scripture, Numbers 23 and 23, it says, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and Israel, what had the Most High wrought. Right, so there's no enchantment against Israel. Okay, these demons and these warlocks, they're praying and sacrificing for the downfall of Israel. More so, right now, the downfall of the elect and the men who are doing this work. So they're doing any and everything they can to stop the Akim from pushing out this truth. But brothers got to have the scripture in their head. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. Okay? Now, I want to look up that word enchantment, right? And I looked it up already. I'm going to show you, Akim, what the enchantment is. Here we go. Let's see. It's Nachash. and it says divination, enchantment, okay, nachash, an incantation, or augury. I really can't pronounce that word. Slakia, let me blow it up. Augury, if I'm pronouncing it right. But now this is what incantation is. I looked it up in the etymology. Incantation. It says a spell, exorcism. From late Latin incantation, I guess it says. I don't speak Latin, so it says art of enchanting, noun of action from past particle, stem of encanter, to bewitch, charm, cast a spell upon, chant magic over, sing spells. So we have, and that's what Balak wanted to do with Balaam. We wanted Balaam to do that against Israel. That's what these demons is doing against the brothers right now. Okay, they're chanting, they're casting spells, and they're doing these magics, and through the power of the left hand side of Satan. Okay, to attack brothers. But see, all this goes hand in hand with the scripture when with what they're doing, because that's the left side. Now you have, let's see, get this scripture real quick. Now you have, according to the scriptures, that our accusers, 12, Revelations 12 and 10, it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of Yahushua, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before the Most High day and night. You got these Edomites praying on us day and night for the fall of us. Okay, you have witches and warlocks hidden off secretly, praying day and night against Israel. Okay, and like I said, more so the elect, because the elect is rising up. That's why they're starting all these groups, all this distractions, all this women with lesser clothes, the media, whatever it may be. They're praying for your fucking downfall, man. We have to be men and continue doing this work and praying and fasting, so we won't be disenchanted. They're enchanting against us, putting spells and casting these wicked vibrations upon us to throw us off. But see, this is where you got to have the scriptures in your mind. It says, this is Isaiah 54:17, and it says, this is Isaiah 54:17. It says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. So the weapon of the so-called white man and his devices, according to 2 Corinthians 2:11, okay, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and the righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Right. So we got to remember that no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, man. And what is the weapon? The weapon is the media. Okay, the weapon is your family member. The weapon is music. The weapon is TV. These wicked TV shows. The weapon is this homosexuality spirit. Okay, the weapon is your job. Okay. Let's look up that word weapon. It's kalaya. It says the implement, article, a vessel, an implement of hunting, of war, implement of music, implement, tool of labor, something that's implemented. Let's see here. Or prepared, something that was prepared. So trying to look for an implement, a tool, musical instrument. Hey, those okay, I thought I saw something. The music, those chants that they sing. Okay, it says that incantation or incantation, Salakia. It says chant magic over, sing spells. So everything that is in this world, it basically is against us. That's the weapon. But the scripture tell you, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. So look at the time, 144. Call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Against who? The elect. Okay? So you brothers got to remember that and keep that in your mind, you know? Because we do have an evil twin brother who's out here, who's looking for the downfall of our nation. But us keeping these scriptures in our mind, you know, we have to be able to battle it. That's why the scriptures say this. This is Psalm 64:1. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Who was the enemy? The enemy is the accuser, going back to Revelation, the 12th chapter, the 10th verse. The accuser is our enemy. The enemy is who? The so-called white man. Specifically, the elites of us. Okay, Amalek, those so-called Jews. Okay, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. What's the insurrection of the workers of iniquity? That's those witches and demons, okay, and warlocks, doing all this demonic sacrificing, okay, and praying to their powers, their gods, to come and attack us, the men who's doing this work. But see, that all circles, that all how you say it, that all comes together perfectly, because you got to have the left and then you got to have the right. The right side tells us what? No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. The left side is using the weapon to come against us, you know, which is the witchcraft. It says, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Right. And what's those bitter words? Those chantings and those prayers to get us to stop doing what we're doing. You know, they have demons, or they have their agent provocateurs, or you better believe, man, this is some eerie, weird shit that goes on behind closed doors. You know, you can have a guy who you just met, thinking you just met him off a humbug or off the blue, but that could be an agent, you know, just to come past you and fuck with you, you know. Anything's possible with the so-called devil, with the so-called white man, the devil. Okay, anything's possible. Okay, just to get a feel of your energy or your vibration, because they deal like that. You can't be, you know, absent-minded on the demonic activity that Esau deals in. Okay, but that's why Ephesians says what it says. Ephesians 6:10. Put on the whole armor of the Lord. Okay, you have wickedness and basically in high places. You brothers know the scripture, Ephesians 6:10. Wickedness in high places. Let me get that real quick, and then I'm gonna go back. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, those spiritual wickednesses is those chants and those is the spells and the chants. It ain't flesh and blood. It's the left. It's Satan. Okay, the left hand worker, the who's sitting on the left side of the Most High. That's the spirit, and he's transferring his power, or you could say his wicked ideas and inventions to the so-called white man, and the white man prays and carries them out here on earth. That's how that cycle goes. Okay, it's not the white man so to speak. It's that spiritual wickedness who he's dealing with. Just like we're dealing with the righteous spirit, they're dealing with the evil spirit. Okay? It says, wherefore take unto the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the evil day, and have done all, and having done all to stand. Right, and that's what us brothers need to continue doing. You hear the apostles and the elders mention in the year to push. It's time to push it. It's as strong as we go. Okay, as much as they basically fuck with us with these demons and witches and whatever, how can you say it, whatever tools that they're using to come against us, whether it's these acts and these laws and these bills that they're passing. On top of that, then they have the deeper rooted side, which is the spirit, the wicked spirit side, fucking with us in our sleep, fucking with us in our sleep, and transferring to other people to mess with us, picture the movie Fallen. Okay, Denzel Washington, they show you that the old demonic spirit transfers to one person to another. That's the spiritual wickedness. Okay, that's the spiritual wickedness in high places the scripture is talking about. Okay, but see, we have a mechanism for that. See, there's always a way around situations like that. Okay, and that the answer to what's going on the left hand side. How do we counter it? We counter with what? With prayer and fasting. Okay, and staying in the spirit. How do you stay in the spirit? You stay in the spirit by fasting and meditating on the scriptures. Okay. Now, let's go to, what is it, Psalms 5 and 3. It says, my voice shall thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and I will look up. So the point of the scripture is praying. When you wake up in the morning, this scripture tells you that you're supposed to direct your prayer unto the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, in the morning. Okay, I'm going to read it again. My voice shall thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. First thing we're supposed to do when we wake up is to pray. I believe it's another one that I came across, 55 and 11. But willing, this is the right one. Let me see. It says pray in the evening, in the morning, and noon. Oh, here it is, 55 and 17. Should I just look down? This is Psalms 55 and 17. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. Right, we praying, and that's the same, and that's goes to show what King David was doing. It's Psalms 64. He said, oh, hear my voice, or hear my prayer. Psalm 64 and 1, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. So we got to take the steps that our ancestors and the men of the Lord back then were doing, basically by praying. All that's why the scriptures say the scriptures is written for our learning, So we have to pray, okay? We have to pray, and we have to do what? This is Joshua 1 and 8. It says, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, and thou shalt have good success. And the point of this is, it says, meditate therein day and night. we're supposed to meditate on these scriptures day and night, okay? And whenever we want to meditate on the scriptures, you're supposed to pray so you can be able to get past the wickedness in high places, okay? And as well as this, when you praying and when you're fasting and continue reading these scriptures, that's a way of resisting Satan, because you always have the scriptures in your mind to be able to battle against him. This is James 4:7. Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High. How do you submit yourself? By meditating on the scriptures day and night. Resist the devil and he will flee from thee. Now what does that remind you of? Yahweh Shai. We have to take those great examples from the scriptures, such as Yahweh Shai being the number one example, when Satan was tempting him in Matthew the 4th chapter. And what was he doing? He was quoting scriptures to him. He was quoting scriptures to Satan. That's why Joshua tells us to do what? Meditate meditate day and night on the scriptures. Okay? The book of the law shall not depart from thy mouth. Meaning you always have to have your mind in tune to the word. So whenever these Satan and demons, or whether it comes to the police or whatever, you'll be able to do what? Battle them with the scriptures. Meaning spiritually, and you will get out the situation. You know? You will be able to be in the spirit and think quick whenever a situation approaches you. Okay? So that's really pretty much it, man. Just follow after the examples of Yahweh Shai, and no weapon formed against these shall prosper. These demons, man, they're not supposed to get the best of us. We're supposed to be strong-minded and fight through that. Okay? Because the scriptures does say what? Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Okay, if you check, let me get it. I don't want to misquote no scripture. Let's see, let me get it. Where's the scripture? What's on there? Manasseh. Oh, I was already on it. Chapter 2. See, that's the spirit. And I didn't even know. See that? Now I went to it. All I did was went to the Apocrypha, and the scripture was already up. I'm looking for it, but I'm already on it, you know? But this is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thine heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So, and we have to follow the steps of the scriptures and our elders and apostles and great men throughout the scriptures on the situation that they was in. Like I said, Yahweh Shai was a great example when he was battling against Satan. And guess what he did? He quoted scriptures to him. You know? So with that concludes the lesson. Oh, so like, yeah, another thing brothers need to get more involved in doing is listen to harp music, man. Harp music kills a lot of demons, man. It soothes your mind. It helps you think clearly. Harp music and light your frankincense and myrrh, and read the scriptures and pray. One thing that we do here at our camp, you know, that I basically got established is praying and listening to harp music and lighting the incense. You know, before we go out to camp, we anoint the Akim. I'll put on a little bit of harp music, and we say our series of prayers and light incense before we go out to the battlefield, because that we in a spiritual warfare out there. That's what we have to do, you know. And that night after we got done burning the demonic book, I sent the message to all the Akim to, hey brothers, put up these prayers, man, because you felt the demonic possession. We actually felt the demon spirits follow us from the woods back to the house. You know? And then within that same night, brothers told me that they was getting fucked with because those demons was mad. You know? So, with that, that concludes the lesson. No enchantment against Israel, man. No enchantment against the elect of Israel. We got to stay in the spirit, okay? So with that, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Shai, Brakatah Yahweh Brakatah Shai, Brakatah Yahweh Brakatah Shai, Brakatah Yahweh Brakatah Shai, Muath Lababal, death to Babylon. And salutations to the Akim, the apostles, and the elders out there who's doing this work and standing in the spirit. Shalom.